Welcome back to Judy's Keto Kitchen, and I'm filming again by myself, so hopefully the lighting and everything is fine. But today I'm making a keto teriyaki sauce. We were out all day and didn't want to cook when we got home. We stopped off at this market and we bought some grilled steak and it had teriyaki sauce with it. Carl absolutely loved it and he goes, "We've got to get this teriyaki sauce." And I'm like, "Carl, it's going to be full of sugar. No, we can't." And he was like so disappointed. And I'm like, let me search on teriyaki sauces to see if I can make it a keto version. So this is my keto version of teriyaki sauce. So we start off with 2/3 of a cup of, it could be light soy sauce, or I use Bragg's amino liquids. I've been using Bragg's for years. I don't know if you can see it. Bragg's, there's a little glare on it. So I have 2/3 of a cup of that in a small saucepan. To that we're going to add, and this is optional, about 1/4 of a teaspoon of sesame oil. I'm really not going to measure. I'm just going to, and this is toasted sesame oil. Again, hopefully you could see it. To that, we are adding minced ginger and minced garlic. So a teaspoon of minced ginger and 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. And this is how I do it. This is fresh ginger. I have not made it with ground ginger. I will have to try it sometime because I can't always find fresh ginger at the store. And I just peel it. I love fresh ginger. Fresh ginger and garlic together, amazing. So what I do is I slice it and I start chopping it. I store my garlic in vodka. I buy fresh garlic and I never use it up, and so it always goes rotten. So I found if you put it in a jar of alcohol, of vodka, and you only store it on your pantry, it will last forever. This is garlic I bought last year. I didn't use much over the winter, so store your garlic in vodka so you always have fresh garlic. And we're just going to do, there. That looks like enough. And I'm going to roughly chop that or slice it. And several years ago, it's probably 40 years now, I took a Chinese cooking course. They said, always chop your garlic and ginger together. So here I have my sort of chopped ginger with my sort of chopped garlic. Now we're going to chop them finely all together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this to a boil under medium heat. Then we turn the heat down and simmer it for 5 minutes. So I'm going to go do that on my stove, and after it's simmered for 5 minutes, I'll be back and show you the rest. So I had this simmering for 5 minutes and it's all done. I don't know if you can see it. It's steamy. So now I'm going to pour it into a jar. And this is a jar, I made some the other day, so I'm going to just put it in the same jar. And I put a funnel on top. Let's see if I can. So I have this funnel on top because this is very hot. Be careful. But what I wanted to add is I don't like mine thick. If you like a thicker teriyaki sauce, you can put some xanthan gum in it after you've simmered it, and start with 1/4 of a teaspoon and go up to 1/2, but I don't like it gummy, so I just like it like this without any. And then you just let's see, into the funnel. Be careful, it's hot, it might bubble up. Now there are a couple of ways I use this, and the jar is hot, but I'm just gonna stir it up. And here it is. There are a few ways that I use this. One is, what I've done before is I've tenderized some steak, marinated it, reverse seared it. It was so amazing, and I marinated for like 24 hours. I did the same thing with chicken and baked it. It was amazing. So this is really good teriyaki sauce, keto version. Again, if you want to use, I put stevia in it. If you wanted to use a granular sweetener, you use about 1/4 cup of granular sweetener. And I don't like it too sweet, so I just did a little bit of liquid stevia. So, keto teriyaki sauce. It is so good. Enjoy.